Don't just aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference. Anything you want good, you can have. So claim it. Work hard to get it. When you get it, reach back. Pull someone else up. Each one, teach one. Just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Don't confuse movement with progress.
You don't start because of what you don't have. You don't start because you don't realize yet that the fruit of everything good in life begins with a challenge. There's nothing easy in life, worthwhile in life. Everything is uphill that's worthwhile. And it's not going to come to you, and it's not going to fall in your lap, and it's not going to be something that, oh my gosh, it just was so simple. It's always going to be difficult.
The only way you're ever going to get to the other side of this journey is you have got to suffer to grow. To grow, you must suffer. Most of this generation quits the second they get talked to. You did this wrong, or they get yelled at. It's so easy to be great nowadays because everybody else is, most people are weak. This is a softened generation. So if you have any mental toughness, any ability, if you have any fraction of self-discipline, the ability to not want to do it but still do it. People have a hard thing understand. I hate to run. And what makes me so crazy, it doesn't anymore, is people go, well, why do you run if you hate it? What are you talking about? I don't want to take showers and eat either. I hate that too. That's life, man. It wasn't until I changed that mentality that I became somebody.
What do you do on the days when you're just not feeling it?
Those days. Those days when I'm tired or worn out or just basically sick of the grind. What do I do on those days? I go anyways. I get it done, even if I'm just going through the motions. I go through the motions. I don't really want to work out. I work out. I really don't want to hammer on a project. I hammer on the project. Don't really want to get up and get out of bed. Yeah, I get up and get out of bed.
But if you can get through to doing things that you hate to do, on the other side is greatness.
What's up, everybody? This is Larry Beacham. I'm excited to be here. I hope you all are excited to be here as well. I am really pumped up about tonight's training. I got a lot of ground to cover. I'm grateful for all of you being here. Let me go ahead and just say, hey, what's up? It's Monday night. It's 9 o'clock Eastern where I'm at. I've already had my cup of joe. I'm ready to rock. I hope you are as well. Tonight, I'm going to cover a lot of ground on making $1,000 a week at a minimum. All right, so we're going to do some things new tonight that we've never done here on this Monday night call, some exciting new changes that we're going to implement. But I wanted to start off tonight's call to basically empower and encourage all of you to remember that the most important thing beyond learning leads, generation, traffic strategies, the most important thing that you can work on is your mind, is getting your mind to a place where it's not working against you to get to your end result. I've coached people personally since 2014. in the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, any English speaking country that someone is, I've probably coached them there. And I've coached people who've been poor. I've coached millionaires. I've coached blacks, whites, Asians, Hispanics, fat, skinny, you name it. I've coached them all, male, female. And the one thing that I've noticed about everybody, if I were to divide them up into a success group and a failure group, I could easily say that the ones that were succeeding the most and consistently were the ones who were fighting to get their brain transformed. They were actively doing something to personally develop themselves to be a better version, a 2.0, a 3.0, a 4.0. They were not satisfied with the version of who they were, knowing that that person would not take them to their next level. So I wanted to play this little clip, not just because it's motivational, but one of my mentors gave me some great advice during a time in my life where I just didn't believe in myself anymore. And it wasn't that long ago. I had gone through, when I came to Florida, some of you don't know my story, but, I used to be a cable guy. And in 2009, I joined the world of internet marketing, digital marketing, and had a really fast rise to success. And 18, 19 months later, I was doing well enough to move to Florida. I was making when I got here, like $6,000 a week. Right now, that's not a lot of money. I mean, that's a couple $100,000 a year, whatever. But I came from being a cable guy, and that was a major, major lifestyle change for me. But I took some key things for granted that I didn't understand would bite me in the butt later. And I ended up reverting back to the same lifestyle that I had when I was in Ohio as a cable guy. In other words, I went broke again. And I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that I was there again. And for about 2 years, I just was a zombie on the inside. I just felt like I had no real life. And I got my shirt tail pulled or coat tail pulled. And I was asked the direct question, what are you doing to change you? Yeah, you got this new internet marketing skill, and yeah, you were making money, but you didn't really change much. You added the ability to make more money, but what happened is the real you caught up to the new money, and that's why you're back to where you are right now. T. Harv Eker says it best in his book, The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, in that we all have an internal thermostat for wealth or money. What's this thing doing? Oh, all right. Sorry about that. Got some magical stuff happening here. All righty then. Okay, so I got this Bluetooth speaker here, and it's just doing what it wants to do. All right, hopefully it'll stop in a minute. All right, so anyway, got my coattail pulled and just started working on my brain. Just started working on developing myself as a guy who is no longer a cable installer. And T. Harv Eker talks about this thermostat. And we all have an internal financial thermostat, and it's set at a certain temperature. And what happened to me, and what happens to most people, is I was set at $40,000 a year. And if you think about your thermostat that's set at a certain temperature, let's say it's 70 degrees. Well, if something happens to raise the temperature, the thermostat's going to kick in to bring it down to that 70-degree mark, right? And if something drops below, it's going to do something to kick in and bring it back up. So what happened to me, I was set at $40,000 a year mentally. And so I had this year where I blew up to that money that I made. And what happened is my internal thermostat kicked on, and I started doing stuff to whittle it all the way back down because I was not any different through and through. I just picked up a new skill set, but I wasn't really who I needed to be to sustain it. So long story short, one of my mentors asked me a very direct question. He says, what are you doing to change, man? So what are you doing to change your mind? What are you actively doing? And I just couldn't give him a good answer. And he said, I want to encourage you to start your day off because you need a heavy, heavy dose of like a mental energy drink, so to speak, a shot to your mind. And he told me to spend an hour a day, like a workout, just listening to nothing but inspirational, motivational, personal development type stuff, just to drill it into my mind. And not just stuff to get you excited, but stuff to challenge who I was as a person, to raise up conviction on the inside of me, to change, to stop talking a certain way, to stop looking at certain things, behaving a certain way. And then over time, what started to happen is that thermostat started to move up. The setting moved up. So when stuff started happening down here, it didn't affect me, right? So I moved it up high enough so that when stuff started happening, I could maintain the income, right? And I want to encourage most of you to focus on doing that. Tonight, I can't really get into mindset. That's not what I'm here for. And I hope that this little bitty moment helps you to see that this is what's going to help you transform and become a better version of yourself so that you can get the success and keep it. Take it from me. It's not any fun to get really successful, to quit your job, to start living your dreams and doing things you never could do, and just to lose it all because you didn't do enough to change inside. All right. So I'm excited that all of you are here. I'm going to do a screen share. We're going to do a combination screen share. I'm going to do some slides, but I'll also get my dry erase board and hang it up right here on the wall. And I'm going to make some adjustments so you guys can see that. And I'm going to draw on there tonight and just kind of walk you through some things to help you understand where the money really is here at Legendary Marketer. All right. With that being said, let me do a little quick screen share and get started officially. All right. Let's see where we're at here. All right, so here we are. So just want to officially welcome everybody to tonight's training webinar. Remember, if you're just coming on to Legendary Marketer, you're going to see us talking about what we call the Legendary Principle. That's one free, one paid. What that means is if you really want to master the world of digital marketing, it boils down to you picking one free type of strategy for lead generation and one paid strategy for lead generation, and stick with both until you master them both. Okay, that is what's going to help you get success here at Legendary Marketer. So that's what we call the Legendary Principle. Get to know that principle, lock it into your mind, and you'll see the people that are the most successful have begun to master this principle. All right, so let's do a little news and announcements before we run in headlong into our training. First of all, the new advertising co-op is starting later on this week. For those of you who have been asking about that co-op, it will be happening later this week. So just check either your email or in the Facebook group for the official announcement to get ready to get that ad co-op. And for some of you, this is your one-page strategy to use. Okay. If you want to learn more about the advertising co-op, reach out inside the group and somebody will be happy to explain it to you and point you to where you need to go to benefit from that. Also, our next event is in February right here in Florida. I just wanted to give you kind of a mark your calendar for the month of February. We don't know when exactly, but we're finalizing the details on the spot. And this is going to be one of those open to all Legendary Marketer member kind of events, okay? So just be an expectation to come here and meet the coaches live, meet David Sharp live, meet some of the people you're about to be introduced to tonight when I get into recognition. Some of those people will be live and in the flesh at these events, and you don't want to miss any event. I'm telling you, the people that come to the events come back different. As a matter of fact, some of the people you're going to see tonight being recognized were transformed because of some content they received from the live event. So make sure you mark your calendar for Florida, and we will bring you up to date when we have an official location and date and all of that. But just be ready to come out here to Florida for our next event. Also, a quick reminder about the Wake Up Legendary call. This happens every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern, and it's 15 minutes long. I'm on at 10 and I'm off at 10:15. If you don't believe me, go ask somebody. I'm pretty consistent with that. The phone number is 563-999-1286. No access code needed. Do yourself a favor, log this into your calendar, put in a reminder on your phone, an alert to get you onto the call. Now, every day has a different theme, but Friday is special because we call that Free Coaching Friday. It's the only day that I go longer than 15 minutes. That one is about 30 minutes. But I'm teaching on some aspect of the business that's going to help you transform your business, okay? So make sure you mark your calendar for that. One other thing I did want to mention I didn't put here is the Legendary Marketer book. David wrote a great book, and I know people are generating incredible leads from that. So make sure you get familiar with the lead funnel is. I'm going to actually take you online here in a moment to your back office and show you just quickly where things are for those that are really green to Legendary Marketer. You may have no idea. So just want to take a minute and introduce you to that before we get real heavy into this. So just an official hello to all the new members. If you're brand new to Legendary Marketer, make yourself known in our Facebook group. Easy way to find our Facebook group is go to Facebook and search Legendary Marketer and add yourself, or right from your back office, there is a link back there in the My Business section that you can click on and add yourself to the actual group. All right. If you're first time on our webinar, also, thank you for joining us. Welcome. We're glad to have you. Hope to see you back pretty soon. All right. So before we get into some recognition, I want to kind of walk you through the back office a little bit. I'll take about 5 minutes for those of you that are not that familiar, because I need you to be familiar. So give me 1 second to get myself set up here. All right, let's see here. Give me 2 seconds. And hopefully you guys will be able to see me in the screen here. I have to log in. I was so excited to prepare for the recognition. All right, so what I'm doing is logging into the back office here. All right, so let's share the screen again. All right, screen share, share screen. Okay. So here we are. All right. So logging into your Legendary Marketer office for the first time. This is for the benefit of the newest people here. Number one thing you want to do is go to your right when you log in and locate your coach, and come down here and click on schedule a coaching call. Schedule a coaching call so that your coach can walk you through this section here called the 15 core steps. This is the beginning of where your money is made. Do not go any further if you have not completed at least the first 6 steps with your coach. Now, you may recognize, some of you that are new, that these steps are locked, and that's because we want to force you in the direction of the coach, because with tens of thousands of people coming through our system, we have perfected a process. And if you could just humble yourself and follow the process, we can guide you to where the money really is. Okay. So go with your coach through the first at least 6 steps. They'll unlock these a little at a time, and then you'll be ready for more. All right. But let's assume that you are ready for more. And you say, well, I'm ready to start making some money. Where do I go next? Well, first of all, you want to go up here to the My Business tab. I'm not going to open all of these, but I just want to quickly show you. If you go to the My Business tab and pull it up and come over here to the section where it says links and click on that, this is the beginning of your business. Is this link right here? You have your own link. So when we think about making money, you have to promote your link. Okay, you have to promote the Legendary Marketer program, and you'll get signups for that. Okay, so this is where it's found. So for the second time, I'm not going to go through everything, but I at least wanted to show you that. Let me go back to the home page here and also point you to the Marketers Club tab. The Marketers Club tab is where we have several courses that you need to figure out which one you want to master. For example, maybe it's Instagram. Okay, you have a full Instagram course here. All right, 7 modules. If you study this information and then turn around and apply it to the link I just showed you, in other words, use Instagram to promote your Legendary Marketer business, you'll start to see results. Okay, so just a quick show you around a little bit of the back office. As you get more products, they'll appear back here and all of that. But again, most important thing, schedule an appointment with your coach, go through the game plan, and then make your decision on whether or not you're going to get a license or not. That's going to be key to tonight's training, and I think you'll appreciate that once I get to that part. All right, so that's just a quick show and tell of the back office. Now, let's get to my favorite part of the evening. I couldn't wait to introduce this finally. I've been talking about it for weeks, and now it's here. Every month, we're going to do a recognition. We're going to start to highlight those of you who are the superstars inside of Legendary Marketer. So tonight, you're about to see some names of people who you may or may not know, but you're about to see that they're crushing it. All right. There's going to be 2 categories of recognition tonight. Category number 1 is going to be club member enrollments. In other words, who are the top enrollers in Legendary Marketer? Who are the ones that are taking that affiliate link I just showed you and spreading it out to the most number of quality traffic and getting people to say yes to Legendary Marketer? If you don't know, that is the first step to making money, is getting club membership signups. All right. So tonight, we're going to recognize our top enrollment, club enrollee, top Legendary Marketer Club enrollment members. And then we're going to also recognize our top earners. We're going to recognize people who are making lots of money. And tonight, I'm going to reveal Legendary Marketer's #1 income earner for the month of November. The numbers that you're going to see tonight for the money are numbers that are just in the calendar month of November. And some of these numbers are going to blow your mind that we have members that are doing that well in a calendar month. This is proof positive that there's money to be made here. Are y'all ready for some recognition? Let's get to it. All right. First of all, as I said, let's recognize some of our top club member enrollments. All right. So I've broken these down into different sections. So let's jump on it. All right. So here we are. So I'm going to let this sit up here for a minute because you might actually see your name in here. So congratulations to you if you are on this list because you represent those members who have been able to successfully invite 10 to 19 people to say yes to Legendary Marketer. So congratulations to everyone that's on this screen. If you see somebody on this screen, do me a favor in the Facebook group and congratulate them with a tag. Maybe take a quick screenshot of this screen right here and to say, hey, look, there you are. There you are, Rebecca. There you are, Jonathan. There you are, Ann. All right. And if you're not on this list, it's because either you have nobody signed up or you're less than 10. And that's all right. I'm not knocking it. The reason why I like recognition is because they say that babies cry for it and men die for it. And so this is one of those things you just want to be seen, right? You want your name in lights, so to speak. So congratulations to those of you who have at least 10 to 19 club members. You are making money. You have a foundation of income right here. And this is the sweet spot for the coaches. I'll talk more about that during our training part, but congratulations to those of you who have generated 10 to 19 signups. Let's move on. Next up, we have our members who have been able to successfully bring on 20 to 49 club members. Congratulations to the following people on this list for being the next level up. All right, now these people are really starting to make money. As a matter of fact, you're going to notice some duplicates when we get over into the money side. The higher up we get in these club members, the more potential income these people can make because of how our system is built. Okay, so once again, if you see somebody you see yourself. Snap a screenshot of this, say congratulations, Thomas or Jay or Corey or whoever you see on here, Linda. Congratulate them. There's names that I've come to know. I don't want to single anybody out, but y'all know who y'all are. Got much love for you. All right. So that's the 20 to 49 club members. All right. Now, let's get into our top 10 enrollments, right? If you're on this list right now, I want to give a hearty congratulations to you because you are at the top of the pile, the upper echelon, the creme de la creme of the Legendary Marketer member base. All right. So I am going to say these names, and please forgive me if I just like murder your last name or even your first name. It's not intentional. I'm just a good old boy from the hood of Ohio. I don't have I have a 12th grade education. I'm going to do my best, but you know who you are. So number 10 is that Olabumni Ojawumi. All right. I'm going to need a class on how to pronounce that. All right. I'll do 2 or 3 modules with you, but congratulations on the number 10 spot for all-time Legendary Marketer enrollments. Number 9, Kai Lowe. My man, Kai Lowe. Congratulations on holding that number 9 spot. Number 8, my buddy and pal. We call her the baby sister of the bunch, Ashandra Edwards. Ashandra, congratulations. You are ranked 8th amongst everybody in Legendary Marketer and enrollments. Number 7, David Sievers. David, congratulations on holding that number 7 spot. Number 6, Andre Miller. Andre, congratulations on becoming the number 6th highest ranked Legendary Marketer enrollment guy in our system. Number 5, Jean-Francois. Is that Jim? Jean-Francois, congratulations. You are ranked number 5 in enrollments. Number 4, Julia Lindley. Julia, congratulations for being number 4. All right, now we're down to the top 3. Number 3 is Joe Lobo Samo. Joe, welcome to the number 3 spot, my friend. Congratulations. Number 2, David Henning. David, congratulations on holding that number 2 spot. But ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have one more spot left, and that's the #1 recruiter basically in all of Legendary Marketer. Who is it? Well, give everyone give a hearty congratulations to my main man, Jay Brown, who has over 700 people enrolled in Legendary Marketer. He is over 750, actually. He is far and away the leader. There's nobody even close. I don't even think David Sharp himself, if David Sharp himself was recruiting, would have that many. I'm just kidding. I have no idea. I got ahead of myself. I got too excited. But Jay Brown, congratulations, bro. You work hard. I hear your name a lot as a coach, and it's no wonder that you are the #1 enroller in Hall of Legendary Marketer, man. You deserve the best. Thank you, bro, for all your hard work. Thank you for being an inspiration. Who's going to knock Jay Brown off the top spot is my question. Who's going to knock him off? Is it some of the ones in the top 10? Is it somebody that's not in the top 10? Well, guess what? It's time to get to work. All right. So y'all reach out to Jay Brown, put a post up and tag him, tag the crap out of him. He needs to get 50 to 100 congratulations. One post, everybody should come in there and just bombard him with congratulations. All right. That being said, let's now talk about why we're all here. Income, making money. Now, remember, the numbers I'm going to show you tonight are only for the calendar month of November. Okay. The calendar month of November. Get ready to be shocked and amazed. Let's get to it. First category is anyone who has generated. Got a little slide error. Hold on a second. That is not right. Something went wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on 2 seconds for me. I want to make, because I did these slides earlier, and I want to make sure we get these done correctly. 2 seconds, because I want this recognition to be right. All right, where we at here? All right, I think I got it together. All right, I fixed it. So let me screen share again. See, this is what happens when you're in a live environment. Anything can happen. You got to be flexible, you know what I'm saying? All right. Share my screen again. All right. All right, so here we go. First category, $500 to $999.99. If your name is on this list, congratulations. In the month of November, you successfully generated between $500 to $999.99. I already see names on here that were on the first list. Okay. And again, you're starting to see how one feeds the other. All right. You see a person's name on here you love, tag them, congratulate them. Say, hey, I saw you in the top producer. I saw you as a top income earner in Legendary Marketer. All right. So that's our group between $500 to $999. But I got more for you. Next up is earners between $1,000 and $24.99.99. All right. If your name is on this list, congratulations on being someone in the month of November who generated between $1,000 and $24.99. You deserve the best. All right. Now we're starting to talk about some real transformative income now, ladies and gentlemen. Like, we can keep it real. $1,000. Most of you have a car payment less than that. Rent less than that. Mortgage less than that. Utilities yet less than that. But it's an extra $1,000 to $24.99 coming in the month of November, right before Christmas. But I'm not done. I just want to say congratulations. Quick snapshot of those people. Next up. All right, let me see. Next up is the $2,500 to $49.99. In other words, the people on the screen right now have earned anywhere from $2,500 to almost $5,000 in the month of November alone. Congratulations to these 5 individuals who have been able to successfully do that. Now that gets into some real money, right? $2,500 to $49.99 outside of whatever else they're doing. That's doing it. But guess what? We got more. Next up are the people who have generated somewhere between $5,000 to $9,999.99. Again, in the month of November, these numbers, no other month, not the year, the month of November. $5,000 to $99.99. Congratulations to these 4 individuals who are killing it. Again, I'm going to keep saying it. If you see a name that you know, congratulate them. Pat them on the back. Take a screenshot. Show them what's up. All right. All right. Jeff Dingman. Between, made another error. Sorry. Jeff Dingman is between 10 and 15,000. I should say 10 and 14,999. So the numbers say 5, but it's really 10 to 14,999. So congratulations to Jeff Dingman for being in the range of 5 figures here at Legendary Marketer. 5 figures. Congratulations to Jeff Dingman. All right. Now, from 15,000 all the way up to 39,999, Mr. Kai Lowe holds that spot. Congratulations to my man Kai Lowe for in the month of November generating between 15 and 39,999. But guess what? That's a massive amount of money, but Kai is not the top producer. There is one greater than Kai Lowe, one who has true bragging rights as the #1 income earner in the calendar month of November. By the way, the annual income for some people Kai Lowe got last month, straight up. But check this out. We got one more person, and that person is none other than Jay Brown again, with over $40,000 generated in just the month of November. Congratulations to the kingpin himself. This is the boss right here. He's a real boss. Jay Brown. Congratulations, Jay Brown, on being the #1 income earner in the entire world of Legendary Marketer. And there are thousands of us here. Isn't that exciting, ladies and gentlemen, that you can actually be in Legendary Marketer and make this kind of money? That's what you're here for. And for the newest people, I want you to know it's possible. You can make your first $100, your first $500, your first $1,000, $2,000. It's all possible here. And I'll be honest with you, some of the people in Legendary Marketer haven't been around that long. As a matter of fact, Legendary Marketer is less than a year old. So it's not as if these people have lots and lots of years of head start on any of you. The bottom line is you just got to understand what it really takes to make the money, and you can make the money. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take a little quick break. I got to transition to get the board ready. So in the meantime, what I want to do is go ahead and play a little music for you guys. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna play the motivational piece again. It's only just enough time for me to get the board set up. So if you need to grab some coffee, do that. I'll be back in about 3 to 5 minutes, and I'm gonna do a live dry erase board presentation for you guys. All right. With that being said, let me get the music playing here, and we'll be right back.
Everybody has a desire to do something, but they don't have that. They don't know how to really complete the process of dedicating themselves and having the discipline to do it. If you got the desire, you got to match that desire with your dedication, and you got to match it with your discipline. It may not happen at the moment that you want it to, but you got to understand the process. Everybody wants it yesterday.
What happens is a lot of people set goals, and they have this big goal, and they look at it like this giant staircase. And they're like, that just seems impossible. There's no way. It looks too hard. It looks too much work. And they don't ever start. They set a goal. Yeah, I want to be at the top of that staircase. It's easy to write that down. But when they go to actually start climbing, they just go, that's just too. But if all you did was just look at the first step and get on that first step, and then when you're on that step, just look at the next step. That's it. Don't look up. Just look at that next step.
You have to understand that it's not going to be easy. People think that there's no challenges. Again, people want it yesterday.
Most people want the convenience of transformation without the inconvenience.
What we do is we kind of check out because it feels overwhelming, or we check out because we're afraid, or we check out because we start listening to self-doubt, and then we make these teeny tiny decisions all day long. We don't even realize it. Decision to not get up on time, a decision to not eat the right thing, a decision to snap at your kids, a decision to not speak in a meeting, a decision to not look for a job, like whatever it is. All day long, these tiny decisions that take you so far off track. And then you wake up and you look at your life and you think, how the hell did I get here?
The reason why a lot of people won't become who they want is because they're too attached to who they've been. And you hear it all the time when people say, I've always been this way. Okay, well, if that's working for you, keep doing that.
Every single person who has ever done anything worthwhile or exceptional or difficult or extraordinary, anyone, whether it's great artists or authors or mathematicians or whatever it is, everyone encounters difficulties. There is no easy road. It does not exist. It is impossible. Everyone has issues. When you come up with excuses for why other people are successful and you're not, that is dangerous. When you give yourself an escape, yeah, well, that's easy for you to say, you know, you do this, you do. Trust me, everybody has a hard road.
You have to look at the bigger picture. You have to have belief in yourself. You have to have faith in yourself. Faith is not really just having or understanding that everything will be okay, but faith is understanding that if things don't go your way, or if it doesn't turn out the way you want to, it's still going to be okay.
We all go through hard times. We all go through depression. We all go through doubt and then moments in your life where it's really difficult. That is what makes you a person. And those difficult moments are what build your character. Show me a great man who's the son of a great man. And that's what we're saying. These kids that are born billionaires, you're never going to be a self-made person. You have a backup trust for your backup trust for your trust.
Feel the fear and do it anyway. If you don't push yourself, you don't find out where the boundaries of your current skill level are, and you don't fall, you don't get any better. No matter how talented, experienced, or privileged somebody else is, you can beat anybody at anything. You can accomplish any goal you set your sights on over time. If you are just more consistent than everybody else around you, you will win every race that you run.
Somewhere deep inside, you know what kind of person you were designed to be. If you want to produce great acorns, think like an oak, not like an acorn.
Well, that was a good one. If you want to produce, what did he say? You want to produce oaks, think like an oak, not like an acorn. That's pretty deep. All right. Well, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, for the other side of tonight's training call. Hopefully you guys can see the lighting okay. I had some issues with the lighting, but we're going to work through it. We're going to work through it. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's training so far. You know, recognition is one of those things that you just can't take for granted, the power and the impact it makes on people's lives. But remember, tonight is all about how to make those $1,000 per week or better commissions. And so I'm going to use my trusty dry erase board to illustrate how that works out for you guys. So this is where you want to grab some notes and be very, very focused and attentive. If you don't know me as of anything beyond this webinar, I'm one of the coaches on the back end. So David Sharp handpicked several coaches. I think there's 6 of us total. And we're not sitting in call centers making $12 an hour reading a script. We are back here for one reason and one reason only. And that's to help you get the results that you saw some of these members getting. The reality is this: for Legendary Marketer, if you get this, this will help you transform your business in 2018. You'll be able to take some momentum and carry it into next year when you really get what I'm going to talk about. But the big income earners here at Legendary Marketer rely exclusively on the coaches, and you're going to see why in a moment. So whatever money that you saw that was over probably $1,000 in the month of November, it was most likely one of the coaches helped them do that. All right. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm gonna move my mic over here. So we're gonna hope that there's no real audio issues. You guys can hear me okay. But so the coaches have played a major role in the money-making side of what Legendary Marketer does. And I'll explain why there's such an important thing and why it's so brilliant that David set it up this way. But let me kind of illustrate for you how this whole entire system actually works, so you can see where you can start making that $1,000 or better a week. All right. So let's see where I'm at. We're talking about $1,000. You guys see that? Y'all can't see that. Okay, $1,000 a week. Okay, $1,000 a week. All right. So we're going to talk about how you can make that. But first of all, it begins with an understanding of the very system that you're involved in. So let me just take it to the most elementary level and take you all the way through this thing in the next 20 minutes. Okay. So first of all, when you joined Legendary Marketer, okay, you became an affiliate. Okay. And as an affiliate at Legendary Marketer, you were provided with an affiliate link. And I covered this already. Okay. This is how you promote your business. All right. So whatever your link is, you promote that link to the marketplace. And how do you do that? You do that by putting that link in front of traffic. Traffic in our sense is people who are looking for a business opportunity. They're looking for a way. They're looking for everything you're looking for. All right. So if you want to really understand it, to keep it really simple, whatever reason you came to Legendary Marketer, you're looking for people just like that. Okay. That is what targeted traffic is. Nobody else matters. This is the most qualified traffic you can get, are people that are like yourself, looking for a change, and they're looking for a change that this can provide. Now, when you generate that traffic is coming to this link. Now, the way you generate traffic is with a strategy. It could be YouTube videos. Okay, it could be Facebook posts. It could be, Instagram. It could be a blog. Okay, it could be from our co-op. It can be from solo ads. Okay, this is not exhaustive. Okay, this is just ways to get traffic to your link. In your back office under the Marketers Club, you probably know that you already have this stuff. All right. Now, when you start driving traffic, I was hoping this marker would work. When you start driving traffic to your link, there's a percentage of that traffic that's going to say yes to Legendary Marketer. They're going to say, I want to sign up for this program. They're just like you. Okay. They're going to say yes. Now, when this yes happens, this is where most of you have no idea what happens behind the scenes. And this is why I'm going to take this time so you can see where the money is made for you. All right. Now, so this yes is made, and I'm going to have to erase some of this. So hopefully you guys follow me so far. Okay. So when that yes happens, we're going to take it from the yes and go forward from here. Okay. Hey, y'all pray for me that this thing don't fall off the wall because it's shaking. Okay. I don't want it to hit the floor, but it might. Okay. Because I don't normally have it hanging on the wall. All right. Okay, so let's take it from the yes. They say yes to Legendary Marketer. And what does that mean? That means that that person came in and they paid their $30 club membership fee. Okay, the Legendary Marketer Club fee, they pay $30. Okay, and that's a monthly fee, right? So let me break down what's happening now. So you have 6 coaches. Let me see if you guys can see this. Okay. You got 6 coaches. 6 coaches. And you also, and okay, this is coach, 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 coach. Okay. And you also have 2 people at the moment who are assistants to the coaches. Now, let me tell you the role of these two assistants. Very important. These two assistants reach out by phone and call every last one of the club members that you bring in. They pick up the phone and they call that person and they attempt to get them on the phone. And they do several things. Number one, they welcome them to Legendary Marketer. Welcome to Legendary Marketer. Glad you're here. Number two thing they do is they make sure they can log into their back office. And number three, they make sure that they've seen at least that first video in the 15 core steps. And then finally, they work to book an appointment with one of these coaches. Okay. That's the goal of the assistance of the coaches. Now, why is that important? Because David understands that human contact is the one unique piece to Legendary Marketer that's not really found anywhere else. All of you could probably tell me stories of attempting to talk to somebody and you couldn't get past a support ticket. You couldn't talk to a human being at all. We're the opposite. We got two human beings that their whole job is to talk to people who have said yes to Legendary Marketer. So what that does is it builds rapport, it builds safety and trust. It lets people know that someone cares about them. And that's what they're there for, to make that first human touch, right? Now, once these assistants make that touch and do the four things I just said, most importantly, schedule a contact with the coach. Now what happens is the coach is going to be in contact. Oh, goodness. Sorry, guys. Let's try this one. Ooh, yeah. All right. So the coach is now going to be in contact with that person who's a new club member. Okay. Now, you're making $18 per month on this enrollment, which is a 60% commission per month that you're earning every time you have a club member sign up. Okay. So I was going into the light a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see that. All right. So the coach is now in contact with this person, and the coach is going to now take this person through the 15 core steps. I want you to pay attention to something really kind of most of you guys miss. You are completely hands off. You, the member, you are hands off 100% at this point. In other words, you're not talking to this person. You didn't pick up the phone and welcome that person. You don't have time. You got a full-time job. You got stuff you need to do, but it needs to be done. So David said, no, don't worry about it. I'm going to make sure it gets done. I'm going to hire somebody and pay them an hourly wage to do that on your behalf for $30 a month. 2 people from your membership. Okay. And you obviously know they're not making money off that 30. So David is leading with his pocket to empower your business to be successful, right? So follow that. 100% hands off at this point. 2 people that you don't even know exist are contacting. Their names are Casey and James, by the way, and they're contacting people for you. So when the coach gets on the phone, the coach is now taking that person through the 15 core step videos. Now, what do I mean when I say taking them through it? The coach has a calendar. The coach has a calendar, and he's booking these people, these yeses, into their calendar for appointments. So in other words, they go from human contact to human contact. And we understand that most people coming through Legendary Marketer, when asked, are you someone who has made money in something else or tried something else, or is this your first time? Out of 10 people, 7 to 8, it's their very first time ever being anywhere on the internet to try to make money. First time, right? First time. So the coach is now putting that person on their calendar, and they're pacing that person through these videos. Now, when I say pacing, what I mean is the videos are locked. And at first, people get a little turned off if they don't understand, because they're so used to flying into a back office and blowing through videos. But here's the wisdom of our system. David understands that blowing through a bunch of training videos does not equal money. Some of you are so addicted to just stockpiling knowledge, you pile up all of these other broken opportunities, and you keep saying that none of them are working. What's not working is that you don't understand that that's not what makes you money. So David is smart, though. He says, I'm going to get you out of your own way. And not only am I going to not allow you to go through the videos like you're binging on Stars or Netflix or something, I'm going to bring a human being into play that's going to help you understand how you should go through these videos, right? So, but there's a psychology to that. Okay, so here's the psychology. It takes anywhere from 8 to 15 touches in sales before a sale is actually made in most cases. So most of you guys are one and done mentality people. This is why you haven't succeeded before on or offline, because you have this expectation because you fell in love the first time that everybody that comes through is. But we know psychologically that's not true. This is also the reason why 45 days of follow-up emails go out when you generate a lead back in the traffic phase of this. Okay, that's another whole other conversation, but I want to focus here. 8 to 15 touches it requires for 80% of most sales to be made. Now, why is that important? Well, think about it. If there's no human touch in this process and a person is allowed to just blow through videos, what's the chances that you'll be able to close that person without being there? So it can happen, but you have to have a massive amount of leads, a massive amount of leads. And most of you don't have the budget or the skill to do that. All right. So long story short, the touches have to be made in order for you. I'm sorry, this is wrong. It's five touches. Sorry. 5 to 15 touches. All right. This is very high. The sweet spot is somewhere between 5 to 8. That's what I was thinking. 5 to 8 touches is the sweet spot you want to be in. So David says, okay, I got first-time marketers, never done anything like this online, attempting to make money here, trusting me to get them there, tons of blind spots and inexperience. What can I do to stack the odds in their favor? So do you follow the construction of all of this so far? So now David says, I know that the average sale is happening between the 5th and 15th sale. Sweet spot's 5 to 8. There has to be a human being there. But if I stick the human being in there that just signed up a legendary marketer who's never done this before, they're not going to do enough of the touches, first of all, because they don't get it. And even if they did it, they wouldn't probably do it right. So what do I do to help this person actually keep this person engaged long enough for them to make money? Answer: the coaches and the locking system. So let me show you how that works. Okay. So remember, the 5 to 15 touches, the sweet spot is 5 to 8, right? So we're talking about the videos. So now you have your new member, said yes, booked into the calendar with the coach. Okay. So they've already seen at least the first video, right? So they book into the calendar. Okay. Now, when they show up to that appointment, that's touch number 1. Okay. They show up to that appointment. The coach introduces themselves, spends about 10 minutes on the phone with that person, building a rapport, making a connection, and then pointing them to watch a couple of the videos and booking another appointment out of that, right? So they'll unlock 2 to 3 videos right here, okay? And they'll book an appointment. If that person shows up to that next appointment, that's touch number 2. Okay? I'm not even counting the touches with the assistants yet, okay? I'm talking strictly with the coach now. So this is the coach's calendar. Touch 1, 2 to 3 videos. Touch 2, they show up. The coach is going to unlock 2 to 3 more videos. Basically, they'll get them to video number 6, okay? So they're going to watch these 2 videos, get on the phone, build some rapport, make some connections, and time builds trust, by the way. And the repetitiveness of the touches tears down the walls of doubt, tears down the walls of skepticism. More psychology. Thank you, David Sharp. So second time they've touched them. So now they book this other meeting. If they show up, that's the 3rd touch, right? Now they're doing a strategy session. Okay. They're doing a strategy session. Yeah, I did this wrong. Sorry, it's video 5 here. Then they do a strategy session. And then at the end of that, they unlock video number 6 and they book another appointment. There's no selling done here at all, but there is selling being done because David Sharp is partnering with us on video. So think about this for a second. If all of you could tag David along to close or talk about legendary marketing, you all love to do that. Well, that's literally why he did the videos himself, so that he said to himself, well, a lot of these people want my credibility. I can't be everywhere all the time. Actually, I can be everywhere all the time if I get myself on video. So these videos that they're watching, David Sharp is the one narrating. He's the one that's really doing the sales psychology in the videos, teaching, training, and all of that. And the coaches are coming behind that and just providing support, right? So now on this follow-up, this is now the licensing conversation, okay? So we had this licensing conversation, and then we book if they aren't interested in license, we book another appointment. Remember that sweet spot of 5 to 8? Look at what David has done for you. He has built out the psychology necessary to put you guys in a position where you can close upwards of 80% of all of the business that you generate on the back end. And guess what? Remember, you're not even in this. You're sleeping, fishing, working, whatever you're doing. I don't know. It doesn't matter. This is what's happening behind the scenes. Real human beings with real skill helping you to build your business, right? So now we're down here in this sweet spot. And so somewhere between 5 to 8 touches is already being built into how our process works. Do you get that so far? I hope you do. It's about to get really better though. Let me focus on these coaches for one moment. Remember in the beginning, I said David handpicked these coaches because of their skill set. Myself, for example, I've been around since 2010 and I've won awards online. I've made a lot of money. I've been in various different things. David and I crossed paths many, many years ago, and he's watched me do things. I've watched him do things. And so David reached out to me. He reached out to Anthony, who is our #1 coach right now for closing business. Then there's Bill, there's Rosala, there's Denise, there's Andy, there's Rod. If I'm missing anybody, it's not intentional. I'm just going off the top of my head. There's about 6 of us that come from the world of sales, digital marketing specifically, that have the highest skill sets to close business. And by the way, we're not closing people on a $30 sale. That was done before they even talked to us. So now you're about to understand the real power of the coach that's assigned to you. So a lot of you get confused. Now the coach is there to help you through this process, but the coach is not there to teach you how to set up your SendLane account. And once I get done explaining this, a lot of you are going to pull off your coach and allow your coach to do what they're really there for. And that's help you make big money. So here's what I mean by that. Let's talk about the licensing program, okay? Hopefully this makes sense. You see the brilliance of David Sharp, of how he set all of this stuff up for you guys, okay? So now the coach has gotten you to the person down to the 5th or 6th appointment, and we're having a conversation about the license program, okay? So you got the license program, and the smallest license, $2,500, okay? Now, write this down. Whenever this product is sold, it's the Builder, we call it the Builder Master Class, the BMC, the Builder Master Class, okay? Yeah, Builder, okay? So when this product is sold, okay, you, the affiliate, okay, you make $1,000, and that's a 40% commission. All right, now, here's where I need you to listen carefully. Remember, most of you have never sold anything online successfully, and you're here because you want success. Now, you know that you can make $18 a sale on a club membership, but it's very painful to get to good money. The numbers that you guys seen from some of the higher end coaches, they're not making that on $18 hits. What they're making it on is the beginnings of the real money down here with the licensing program. So here's my point. $1,000 commission on a $2,500 sale. Sounds great, right? But here's the problem that's everywhere else that attempts to do something like what we're doing here. They leave it up to you, the inexperienced marketer, to try to sell a $2,500 product and make a $1,000 commission. They could give you 100% of that. You still couldn't do it because you don't have the experience. You would get in your own way. You don't have the knowledge, the training. You know, you haven't built up the intestinal fortitude. And the real truth is, some people can't sell this because they try to sell from their own wallet. In other words, believe it or not, there are people coming through Legendary Marketer who that's a lot of money for, right? So knowing that, they would be talking to someone else, and that would get in their way. They're like, man, I have a hard time affording that. So now they project that on the other person, and the other person may decide not to buy because they projected that. Well, this is why David handpicked the coaches, because we've all sold things for way more than that consistently. I know personally, I've sold products for 25 grand and I've never set eyes on the person. It's all been like this, just like this. So the question I ask each of you is, when was the last time you successfully sold a $2,500 or better product online to make this kind of money? And most of you will say never, or I've tried it and failed. So let's go back to the mastermind, David Sharp. He said, I'm going to give these people an amazing opportunity to make good money, but I would set them up for failure if I didn't put somebody in the spot where they're not good. In other words, if you admit that you're not good or not skilled at closing this commission won't matter because you'll never make it. So David put 6 coaches in that spot. So once again, hands off. The coach is having that high level conversation with your people. The coach is the one bringing them to a decision to get the license. Because guess what? The 40% commission is the same whether you sell them or the coach sells them. You don't lose any money by the coach doing it for you. It's the exact same money. But but let me say it this way: if all the coach does is this all day long, and you don't, who should be selling this product? Right? It should be the coach. Because for you, the commission is the same if you let us do it or you do it. So get out the way. Let us do it. Does it make sense? So the challenge for most of you is you're not giving the coaches enough to do because you haven't got enough of these yeses up here. Okay? This is a team. This is a team. And so you have to do your part, and you have to go out here and drive traffic to your affiliate link and put people in front of the coach. You know why Jay Brown made $40,000 in the month of November? Is because every time I turn around. So how did you find out about Legendary Marketer? Jay Brown, 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 Jay Brown. Put some music to that. Jay Brown, 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 Jay Brown. Kylo, 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 Jay Brown, Jay Brown. So Kylo, Jay Brown, all the top producers, they get this. They say, I'm going to get out of the way, and I'm going to let the guys and girls who are committed to this process in the back do the work. The number one purpose for your coach is to close these freaking sales for you. Period. That's the number one objective. Why would you want to get in the way of that? Why would you want to bog your coach down with stupid stuff like, how do I set up my SendLane account? I'm not saying that's not important. I'm saying your coach is here to put cash in your pocket. Cash flow. Coach equals cash. Okay. That's what you should see. You should see your coach's picture and see an actual bag of money, because that's what their number one responsibility. David did not bring us here to do technical stuff. He didn't bring us here to coddle you, to make you feel better about yourself. Now, some of us may do that as a part of the process to bring you to a decision, but that's not the primary goal of us being here. The primary goal is for you to be able to leverage people who make 6 figures or better closing products at this price point and higher. And that's not even the end of it. Okay. We got one guy of the coaches that after they get the license now starts to bring them to an understanding of our other high-end products. Some of you don't even know this. You can max out. Let me clear this out here. Your max out. What's your max out on the back end? Okay. What's the most you can make with one customer? Somebody comes through here and they basically pull it. And by the way, let me say this. What I'm about to say is not for everybody. It's actually for a small few, but for those who it's for, but you get to still benefit from that, okay? Because you're still making a 40% commission, hands off, okay? 40%. So we have a 7-figure strategist. He doesn't even live in the United States. He's so good. David found him over in some other, I think he's in the UK somewhere, right? 7-figure strategist. So this guy now, okay, in this example, you've already made $1,000 in this. Okay, you brought a person, made $1,000 from that sale from one of these coaches, hands off. You made $1,000, right? But it's not over with. They're going to get on a call with the strategist, and the strategist is going to talk to them about some other things that they need to understand about where they want to go with their own goals. You can max out at Legendary Marketer at $23,000 on one customer. Who am I talking about? That guy girl who started off as a $30 yes. Jeff Dingman. I think it was Jeff. You guys saw him as the, I think he was the one right below Kai Lowe, who made between 10 and 14,000 in the month of November. You know how he did that? Because the strategist got on the phone with one of these people back here after they bought a license, showed them the value of adding another level of products to their business. And then when that person did it, it kicked out a commission of $12,000 to that guy. Oh, by the way, that $12,000 completely hands off because the coach did it. Sometimes it takes us 30 days to bring these people to a decision. Sometimes it takes more than 15 touches. We've had people that we've talked to for 3 months, and they finally got to the point where they were ready to make a decision. They bought a license, and you made $1,000. You made $2,000. You made $5,000. You made $8,000. You made whatever you made. Because you have a full-time, massive structure behind everything you do. Now, I challenge you to show me a better system than Legendary Marketer. I challenge you to dissect it at the level I've done elsewhere and see that you don't have that. And you don't even understand that what's coming next in 2018, it's going to blow your mind. This is where we are right now, and you see people making this money. We're behind the scenes building a completely new arm to this thing. Oh, I wish I could tell you about it. I really wish I could. But let me tell you something. If you think the money that's being made right now is significant, there'll be 5 Jay Browns. There'll be 15 Kai Lowe's. There'll be 30, 40, 50 Jeff Dingmans. There'll be hundreds of the others, thousands of the others, because of some of the stuff we're adding, because this is kind of like 1.0, maybe 2.0 actually. But my point is there's another phase of things that I'll just say it's over here. It's over here somewhere, okay? But it's coming soon. It's being developed for you. Why? Because David Sharp is doing this again. He's thinking, what can I do to do this for these people? That's David Sharp. And that's what this is. So when we talk about making $1,000 a week, $1,000 a day, well, is it possible to make $1,000 a day here? Well, I already told you that Jay Brown made more than $40,000 in the calendar month of November. And if I'm not mistaken, there's only 30 days in November. So he made over $1,000 a day. Over 1,000. Kai Lowe did almost $1,000 a day himself. So don't get caught up in whether or not you can do it or don't do it. You can do it because it's been proven it can be done. It's only one person in that spot because that was his choice to do the work to get there. Okay, so in other words, he basically is pushing traffic to all 6 coaches. And let me just say this, David is already preparing and thinking ahead. Even if a person has more business than one coach can handle, there's a structure that we can handle it all. And he's even building more structure before he needs it. Do you guys understand how much money it takes to put this together for you? Time and energy and effort, the manpower, the thinking, the development, the technical support, the software, the meetings. You guys have no idea. I'm trying to give you an idea so that you can stop wasting time trying to figure out stupid stuff. And all I need to do is go out and get yeses. That's all. This is the team. This is the teamwork effort. And I'll end with this. Okay? This is the team. So let me just say this before I forget. This is the team, and I'm gonna say one final thing. Okay. So this is so this is the entire team. Okay. Okay. There's you, and there's the coach, and the system. Okay. All right. So here's how this works. This over here is yours. This little 10% is yours. That's yours. That little 10% right there is you. This is you bringing yeses. Okay? This is you bringing the yes. And then get the hell out the way after that. Because this other 90% is the coach and the system. Focus on this. You focus on that. David didn't even give you an opportunity to sell this other stuff. You can't even do it. You can't run traffic to the high-end products because he understood he needed to control the flow of that so the maximum result can be got. So you have no choice but to rely on us. That's good, though, because that's the brilliance. Focus on the yes. Hashtag yes. Okay? Focus on this, and then we do the rest. The system, the coaches do the rest. Okay? So the one thing I wanted to say is this. If you do not have a license after looking at this, I don't know what else to tell you. Because think about this. When you bring the yes, everything I just talked about is still going to happen even if you don't have a license. In other words, the coaches are still going to talk, the assistants are still going to bring those people to talk to the coaches. The coaches are still going to take them through the process. And some percentage of those people are going to buy at least the $2,500 license. But you do understand that when that product is sold, you must have the resale license yourself. So if you don't own at least the $2,500 license, you forfeit the commission. You did all the work to make the money, but then you left $1,000 on the table and all you get to eat off of is a little $18. You're crazy. You're crazy. Why would you let this machine do that kind of power for you? But all the stuff I said, you need to watch this video 2 or 3 times, really let this sink in. You got to have the license. It's non-negotiable. Not because I'm trying to force it down your throat. It's because I know you're here because you want to be able to take care of some things you can't take care of. $1,000, $2,000 per pop gets it done. So figure out a way to get the license if you don't have the license. And if you already have the lowest level license, get with your coach and talk to them about adding to your shelf, your product shelf of other things, because you don't want to miss out on the money. Okay, man, I went really deep, but this is how you get there. The bottom line is get a coach is something to work with. Look in your back office and say, how many yeses did I get in the month of November? How many people say yes to a club membership in the month of November? And if you don't have very many numbers, then you now understand why it's not working, because you're not doing your part. This is all you have to do. Your 10% represents your 100%. After that, it's hands off, ladies and gentlemen. Hands off. Whew. Man, I hope you got something out of that. I'm fired up. I want to be an affiliate now. I want to get out here and start hustling. But at the end of the day, it's all about you guys. It's all about a brilliant system, a process, a structure to help you get to the next level. There may be some questions in here that may have rose up in you. I don't know, but feel free to ask those questions in the group. If not me, one of the coaches or one of the other top producing members will get you those answers. All right. But it's December 4th. Basically, it's already 2015. Wow. 2018. Where did I go for a second? 2018. So take this month and sell out to some momentum. One free, one-page strategy to get the yes. To get the yes. That's what you should be focused on. How many people can I get in front of this thing to get that yes? Because the moment you get that email that says, congratulations, you signed up a brand new member, you should get really, really excited, because you activate the machine. The machine turns on, boy. And these coaches are not playing around. David's got some contests running right now with the coaches. And so now we're really fighting to close more business for guys and girls like you. So we want more of you guys to benefit from this value. But will you team up with us? Will you do your part? Will you put, okay, I'm going to use a sports analogy. Will you put LeBron James on the court and not just have him on the bench in his uniform? LeBron James is one of these 6 coaches for you. Okay, will you put him on the court? Will you pass him the ball? You pass him the ball. Pass Anthony the ball. Trust me, Anthony's going to close business. Pass Bill the ball. Bill is going to close business. I forgot my girl Rosala earlier, I think. Pass the ball to Rosala. She's going to close. Pass the ball to Denise. Pass the ball to Andy. Pass the ball to Rod. Pass the ball to me. Pass several balls to all of us. But pass us the ball. so we can get you a new lifestyle. David Sharp wants you to change zip codes. He wants you to go drive through that dream zip code. He wants you to pull your car into the driveway of that dream home with your spouse, maybe the kids in the back fighting or whatever. And he wants you to get out of the car and walk onto the lawn and just look at the dream house. Put your arm around your significant other and look at that house. And he wants you to be thinking about how Legendary Marketer could help you move into that house. He wants you to go to the car dealership and plop your butt in the seat of the car. That's your next level car. It may not be no exotic sports car. It could be just a brand new minivan. I got 6 kids. I mean, what do I need with a Lamborghini, right? It could be my wife has been talking about getting this thing that looks like a coach, but it's not. So it's some kind of modern thing, but being able to just get the next level car, maybe pay cash for it. Maybe it's being able to pay the mortgage or the rent a couple of months up so you don't have to think about it. If you've never gotten a bill in the mail that had a negative and an amount next to it, you need to experience that, because the negative means there's a credit. What would it mean if you could pay your bills up for 6 months and not have to worry about it and not break the bank to do it? What would it mean if you could have the type of Christmas that you've never had before? What would it mean if you could host a family who has absolutely nothing and your income from Legendary Marketer is making it possible for you to put a smile on a kid's face who would otherwise be frowning this Christmas because their parents can't do anything? What about that? That's what David wants you to be thinking about. But that's not going to happen if you don't do your part. It's not going to happen if you don't do your 10%. So I ran over a little bit, about 20 minutes. I hope that the run over was worth it. I'm encouraged by what David is doing, and I'm excited about all the success that's happening here. But whether you're brand new to Legendary Marketer, you just got in today, or you've been here the whole entire time, it doesn't really matter. It's your time to shine. It's your time to thrive. It's your time to get it, to get paid. David Sharp is good. I mean, his lifestyle is great. And he didn't really have to build Legendary Marketer, but he didn't build it for himself. He built it because there's more work that he wants to accomplish through other people. There's a superstar speaker in Legendary Marketer. He wants to make it possible for you to live your dream there. There's a superstar trainer or two that's here. He wants to be able to get, you need to rise up from the crowd, from amongst the masses through this process so he can give you that opportunity. That's his heart. And there's so much more, but you need to be nose to nose with David Sharp, and you'll have an opportunity at our next event. But anyway, that coffee's still flowing through my bloodstream. Do me a favor, please, as we conclude. First of all, in the Facebook group, share with everybody 3 things that you got out of tonight's training. 3 things, specifically 3 things that you got out of tonight's training. Also share 1 thing you're going to do differently to take advantage of what you learned tonight at a deeper level. And number 3, I want you to tag 2 or 3 people in what you learned from this webinar and encourage them to catch the replay if they weren't here live. All right. So again, I didn't see where the questions were. Julie turned this over to me, so I haven't really totally learned everything on how to get to wherever it is. But if you got a question, I'll be Johnny on the spot to answer it. But I just thank you guys for listening. Thank you for your time and attention. I really want you to win, and I don't know what else to share with you tonight other than get busy, do your part, be a good teammate, don't be a chump. With that being said, go forth in victory. This training is a wrap, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, the replay will be up soon. I'm not sure when, but just be on the lookout for it. Make sure you share this out with people so they can understand why you chose Legendary Marketer. This is why you chose this over everything else. This machine. All right. Have a good night, everybody. God bless.